we live? Welcome, interwebs, to the DTC Invitational finals. Semi-finals, this is. Yeah?
Yes.
Today I'm joined by my good buddy Gubbinz, aka Brian. And we will be reporting to you live from Amersfoort, the game between Florian and Ruubz. The mission being played is Hidden Spies, and the this second round, Ruubz is playing. Oh, see, always something. Ruubz is playing Necrons, and Florian is playing Chaos Space Marines. I think, Brian, you have the lists, right?
The lists, yes. Let me just open. No. No. Oh, there's a delay. What? Very special. Uh, Florian has, of course, the three Chaos Lords with Demon Hammer and Plasma Pistol, all probably joining with some cultists. Let me double check. Sorry, chosen. So one unit of chosen, another unit of chosen, and another unit of chosen with, guess what? One rhino, a second rhino, and another rhino. If they're actually in the rhinos, I'm not completely sure. There's also some Nurglings, another rhino. Let me double check. Rubric Marines, another unit of Rubric Marines, and 5 and 10 Legionnaires. And some cultists. That's it. Oh, no, sorry, I forgot a Master of Executions. And that will, by the looks of it, joins Legionnaires. Yep. And then Rob has the new hot spice, Necrons. Hot spice, spicy hotness. 3 units of raids, all joined by the Cryptek. For a spicy field of pain. One of those units is infiltrating, as you can see on the double checking bottom right on the screen. Then he has a Catan.
Bottom right, you say? Bottom right, bottom right?
Bottom right, yeah.
Wait,
They have corner deployments.
I can do cool stuff.
Oh, you can do cool stuff.
Bottom right, there you go. There's a delay, so you'll see it in a minute.
Okay. All of the delays. One Connectic destroyer thingy right over here. Illuminar Siras, buffing the Immortals, which are also joined by another Cryptek. And what am I forgetting? 2 Locust Destroyers. I'm forgetting something really big. Oh yeah, the Void Dragon next to the Nightbringer, of course. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. And guess what Florian's secondaries are?
Florian went for deploy, teleport homers, and assassinate. Guys, please, I see that you mentioning in the comments that one of our mics is low. Can you, is it mine or is it Brian's? Mm, Rob went for deploy and behind, right? Rob went for deploy, teleport homers, and behind. Engage, sorry. Engage Rooney. Alright, alright, alright. My mic seems to be low. Alright, let me see if I can fix that. Two, 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 two. Alright, hopefully this should be better. Let me know in the comments if that's the case or it still needs to go up. Thanks, Rutger, for pointing it out.
As you can see in the screen, the guys are still deploying,
Lost sound. Yeah.
although they're almost done.
Ah, cool. Sound is up again. Let us know if it's working properly, please. Sorry for missing out on round one, guys, by the way, but we didn't have any technical difficulties. None whatsoever.
No. No.
One of the mics is still almost nothing. Yeah, Martijn, both players opted to go for fixed secondaries. Shiroy, is it? Yeah, it's probably still my mic, isn't it? Let me see if I can up that baby to the full. Here we go. Yeah, it's me. I'm trying to just up the volume to the max. Do know that tomorrow we'll have a better mic. But today we're experiencing no technical difficulties whatsoever.
No, this has nothing to do with technology.
No.
No, yeah.
A bit better. All right. All right. Well, this is the max.
Uh,
Oh wait.
just for the
Might be this one.
For the people, just an update from the other table, since you can hear my voice, that means that I lost from Joseph, unfortunately. But Joseph is now facing Dick. Dick who won from Daniel with his orcs and his gargantuan squig-off. Yes, he brought one. It was epic. It destroyed 6 baby knights in total out of all the 8 knights destroyed. And now Joseph is doing tactical, and Dick is doing assassinate and deploy teleport homers with his knights. And Dick is going first. Just a little update from the other table.
Martijn, I take it that's a rhetorical question, right? Of course, Brian's already drinking beer. And roll off has been done, and it's Florian taking first turn. No, guys, I'm trying to fix the audio. If it improves, let me know. And if it doesn't, you can also let me know. Oh, cool, you can hear me. Sweet, all right. So upping the volume to 500% seems to work. Sweet, thanks, guys. We're also fixing up a gimbal cam, so we'll have some cooler, detailed shots in a minute.
By the look on Florian's face, I'm taking the educated guess he's going first.
Yes. Rob rolled a 5, I think, whereas Florian upped him with a 6.
Yeah. Just face. And you being very relaxed.
Thanks, Martijn. We're happy to be here again. We'll be here all weekend. Today until 10:30, and then tomorrow and Sunday for another 3 rounds each. But then tomorrow and Sunday, Panda will be joining me rather than Bry, because he's playing himself, trying to improve his record.
Yes. Apparently, I still have a shot for best infection at DTC Starties. I just need to win the whole tournament.
and other Adeptus Astartes players need to end like last, but
Oh yeah,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
A Wardizer, known as Lenny Crafted.
Let us know, guys, who's going to be here this weekend to see if they can claim that trophy and get those double points for the DTC rankings. No, Martijn, I mean, indeed, if Lenny wins 1 or 2 games, that's it.
Als ik deze omhoog doe, dan zegt hij ook mute tegen je oor. En als je naar beneden doet.
Keep in mind, guys, that the invitational tournament we're playing today is a knockout system. So therefore,
What?
Brian was knocked out round 1, as was Christian, as was Daniel. Brian, Christian, Daniel. Who's the 4th? Oh yeah, Frank, of course. Yeah.
Frank, after his loss, he already unfortunately left us. Another small update from the other table. Dick is having, he has turn 1, or first turn 1.
He won the roll-off.
What?
He won the roll-off.
He won the roll-off, yeah.
Sucks to be Joseph.
Sucks to be Joseph, but he's staging now to have a proper turn 2, and he's just doing the basics on his primary, secondary, etc. You see some knights behind walls, as you expect, and then they run right through. Because that's what knights do.
So yeah, Martijn, Dick is playing Chaos Knights. Cyril, yeah, Daniel might have lost his round 1 today, but we figured he'll probably be able to come back on Sunday to claim best orc player in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Even without playing this weekend.
What's going on?
Yeah, Martijn, we figured that the matchup between World Leaders and Chaos Knights is a bit of a toss-up. But we'll see how it goes. So Florian has already finished his turn 1. Basically shuffled around a little bit, staged himself up for probably turn 2. And we're over to Ruubz' turn 1 now.
What you do with Rhinos and Chaos? Just wait and say kickaboo. Aggressive play from the Wraiths all the way to the Nurglings. On the left, top left. Bow.
Do you need me to draw on the screen?
They'll see it. It's the first thing they'll see.
There will be many, many drawings in screen this weekend. Don't you worry, guys.
Pony learned a new trick.
Yeah. Had so much fun last year with just drawing in screen.
And now it's a 2-trick pony. No, you didn't draw a tempting target. To answer your question, Martijn, I have no clue how long the carnivores can stay alive. Dick is still in his first turn, Clock is still running.
Rob's just contemplating about how to position his models because, of course, Florian has quite a bit of a threat range coming out of those rhinos. Brian is now getting an update from Dean on the other table.
Apparently, Dick is pondering about a carnivore that can yeet a Maximus forwards to have a 6-inch charge in one of the World Eater units. The thing, though, is the World Eater unit is a unit of 6 Exalted 8-bound. So, tossing your carnivore in there can be tricky. But he's pondering and pondering. Maybe he needs a die to roll even or uneven, or a coin to flip it. But we'll see. More updates later from table 2. For the fact that Necrons normally are like a slow silver tide moving forwards, this actually goes quite rapidly forwards. As you can see, the rhinos are fully within charge range, so are some Nurglings.
Joseph has a saying for this sort of stuff.
No fear? Or as we would like to say, Yeetus Maximus.
Yeetus Maximus, no fear!
What you don't see on the screen is Florian's face. Thinking and thinking. He's almost like one of those statues. Yeah, that statue, Rob. Another update from table 2. Dick did not go from turn 1 yeet. He plays tactically and he hit his carnivore. Unfortunately. No yeet. No yeet. Cancel the yeet. Take away the yeet. No yeet. I would almost say...
Yeah, so as Brian said, you might think that Ruubz will be a little bit tentative turn 1, but as you can see, he actually is moving up quite aggressively with that Nightbringer and that unit of raids in the middle. And I think that's Illuminator Zeros as well. Yeah. Yeah, so right over here we have Illuminator Zeros. Then this would be a Nightbringer.
What's also nice to know is that there's one destroyer, one pistol dude still in reserve.
Of course. Yeah.
And on the Chaos side, a full Forge Fiend and a unit of Nurglings. Probably for that sweet mission play.
Yeah, so my guess is that the Forge Fiend on the table right here will probably be a Forge Fiend and Nurgle, whereas the other one will be either a regular one or Brian's looking up right now. Saves me some guessing.
Both Forge Fiends are Chaos Undivided. No Nurgle. Guess what is Nurgle? Rhino number 1, Rhino number 2, Rhino number 3, and last in line, Rhino number 4. It's almost like a car park.
Smelly car park.
Oh, wait, shooting phase is starting on the Necron side.
Oh, here we go.
If you hear some gibberish on the background, it's Rob thinking out loud. Apparently it's needed to influence Florian's choices. Was that the shooting phase? Oh. No shots fired, just fireworks. Nothing happened.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of angles Rob can draw to Florian's units. Of course, Florian put some thought into where he positioned his rhinos. So yeah, as I already pointed out, the raids and the Illuminated Zeros and Nightbringer. Down here there is still a Void Dragon, and now Rob is charging these raids into Nurglings.
The tiniest buggers on the battlefield.
So guys, out of you guys watching, who saw the new previews today?
Oh, man.
Brian did.
I woke up and I saw a few pop-ups in my screen. And I was like, ooh, goody. I just sold my crude army, but...
Might have to restart it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite model, Brian?
Ooh, I think the emo fly chick from the Dark Elves.
So you're drooling over Crude, and then when I ask you your favorite model, it's a Dark Elf.
Yeah,
model.
Single model. The Crude are like the whole Crude release is like epic, but best model, I would say that one.
I gotta say, I forgot what they're called, but not the Crew Talks, but the slightly smaller ones, which goes in a pack of 3.
Yeah, the cavalry, they look aggressive. You will probably see Florian's facing screen in a bit, but they're pondering about how many raids could actually bitch slap those tiny Nurglings. But dice will be rolled.
Only 5 saves for Nurglings to be made. So 2 bases died? Alright. So there you go, Shiroi. Didn't destroy the Nurglings. I'm sorry guys, I'll update the scores for round 1 in a minute. I reckon that both players scored deploy for 3 for deploy, and then Rob, how many points did you score for engage? 2 whole points. Alright, let me update those scores. So Rob is on 5 for his secondaries. 2 out of engage, 3 from deploy. And then Florian is on, let me have a look, 3 for deploy teleport homers, and then
The raids did not kill the Nurglings, but they are battle shocked. Because their OC0 was already OC0. Oh, OC -1. Yeah, that's the thing now.
Florian scored 5 points on primary. Just his home field.
I don't know if Ruben already replied on Martijn's comment, but yes, those AOS models will be amazing D&D minis. Luckily, the models are also made for a dungeon crawler called, what's it called again? Which was released and
Shadow Underworld,
Shadowy Underworld.
Shadowy Underwear.
Underwear?
Yeah.
Shadowy Underwear.
Shadowy Underwear.
And we're back to the chick with wings.
Yeah.
Shadowy
New
Underwear.
success formula by G-Dubs.
It almost looks like the raids are a bait, but they're everywhere. It's one big bait. I think it's called the Crones here, the chick with wings. Not completely sure.
Those new mandrakes do look good.
Yeah, the mandrakes. Yeah, they look epic. I'm happy that they came out plastic.
Yeah, it's the first set in plastic, right?
From
Mandrakes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they were resin and metal, etc., and now they're plastic in a kill team box. So expect them in a box of 10, or yeah, box of 10. Something is pushing forward. They've been chosen to go forward. Oh no, wait, it's a chosen. Oh, those are the legionnaires. Oh, chosen in the making. And with the Master of Executions, by the looks of it. What's gonna happen?
That is not a fine cast set, right? The mandrakes?
Current, yeah.
Yeah, the current one, yeah.
Yeah. New ones will be plastic. Florian moved his legionnaires, and now he politely asked Rob if he wants to do anything as a reaction with his raids. But I'm curious what he's gonna do.
Yeah, stuff's about to go down, guys. Chaos Space Marines getting out of their rhinos.
Yeah. And
Florian pondering what the best moves are.
yeah, he was thinking about using reactive subroutines, a 1 CP stratagem, to move a unit 9 inches. Well, no, sorry. Move a unit within 6 inches. As Rob just clearly said he wishes. But no, in the end he didn't. Because the charge is still pretty much doable from whatever angle. If he moves off the objective, then yes, Florian has the objective for free, basically.
Huzzah!
Yeah, easy money. Oh, something is going to play peekaboo. Here's the first Forge Fiend.
First Forge Fiend moving around the corner of that building. Right over here.
For the viewers, top right, moving to middle right.
So I think that Forge Fiend can now draw a line of sight onto the Void Dragon as well as those raids.
Yeah.
Over here.
One of the raids is in the building and sticking out with his back tail back. Wraith ass Wraith. But there's always the option of rolling triple ones and failing your leadership check for a Forge Fiend, so he can always blow up by himself.
It's the dream of every Chaos Space Marine player, right? Just blowing up your own Forge Fiends.
If what I heard on the street? Yeah.
If you didn't blow up at least one of your Forge Fiends, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, you must be doing something wrong. Although, I must say, with my plasma cannons, with my dreadnoughts in the previous game, I only overheated once.
And then exploded.
And that one exploded, yes. It was tremendous. But not enough, unfortunately.
Can you, Bri, can you give us an update on the Yitus Maximus table?
Yes, give me a second, I'll just walk to them, because there's a actual distance of 10 meters from one table to the other table. And then I'm gonna have a little peek.
Brian's now over at the other table. Let me know if his audio
still at
starts
turn
hampering,
1,
'cause it's quite a distance away.
Joseph is still moving. They have 0 fucks about the clock, I guess. Because they're just slowly but steadily walking towards the middle. So nothing exciting. By the looks of it, Joseph is probably going to charge some Nurglings that are in the middle of the table, take them away for the mission play, and then it's Dick's turn to react.
Has Angron died yet?
No.
No.
Angron didn't even move forward yet. It's a lot of pussy play so far. Sorry, tactical mission play.
Kitten play.
Yeah. There's children watching, right?
Are there any kids watching? Because you shouldn't. You shouldn't be watching this. In a minute, I'm gonna ask Brian to do what he does best, annoy people whilst they're playing a game by shoving a gimbal cam in their face.
I guess I can do that. Oh, also, Boos Ronald, he died 3 times in the previous game, and I still lost. But hey, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie, as they say in France or Canada.
Moet dus ingeplukt zijn.
Ja.
Ik zat nu hier.
Yeah, Chris's camera has wireless, mine doesn't.
Zeg je?
Chris has wireless.
Hoe gaat die recht?
Aanzetten. Oh, Alright, oh. Give it a minute.
Dat heb ik hier aangedraaid.
Muted, toch?
Just a little update from the other table. Joseph is still in his first movement phase. I'm going back to the other table. If you ask me, it's not going fast enough at all. But hey. Oh, Gale Space Marines are shooting. Taking the educated guesses, was Forge Fiend shooting into the raids? Yeah, has his role. He took 3 wounds. Also filled his Dark Pact. And took another 2. So 5 wounds in total. Yeah, that's a good trade. 4 wounds on raids, 5 wounds on himself. You'll see some pointing back and forth, but the Ruubz are now firing into the raids in the middle. And surprisingly, Florian kept his 1 Rhino on your top middle-ish stationary. Well, not stationary, he moved it back to still use his fire hatch, but To answer your question, Adam, or actually statement, I would say so. We're playing with plastic miniatures, so there's no age for that.
Do you want to take this bad boy for a spin? Yep, my guy. Oh, what? 1 second.
Oh,
Now.
Right. And to answer another statement, yes, Joseph needed 2,800 points because besides the Rhino, I actually tabled him with 60% of my force still intact. But it wasn't enough because primary points do matter. We're not in the United States where we only play on secondaries, unfortunately. And the scores are actually up to date since Florian has 5 on his primary and deploy and assassinate, etc. And it's still his turn too. Primary is not a thing, they deny it, just like other things they deny, but I.
Ga je zo zien. All right, and there we have it, a gimbal cam of sorts. So there we have Ruubz Void Dragon as well as his
Charge will hebben.
Okay, show Ruubz position of his crypto. That's pretty cool. Look at it. Almost looks like it as well.
Je kan niet wegmoven als je mij charge, hè?
Zet charge bouwen. 10.
Oh, Legionnaires are charging the race. Need to get out of the way. Florian rolled a 10 on his charge, which can be pretty spicy.
Oh. Brian touched the button. No, still out.
Ja, die hefboom tikt hem eruit. Het zou nu weer moeten werken.
Let me have a look. And we're back to the buttocks of Florian. No. There we have Rob.
Next charge, chosen with a lord in the other raids.
Yeah, so guys, tomorrow hopefully we'll have a wireless cam, which Chris can bring. So for now we're stuck with our crappy, as you can see, auto-focusing cam, which is wired as well. That's why we also can't probably reach the other table. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. To quote Dean, the most handsome 40k player there ever was in the Netherlands.
Tables have not been moved, but oh no, wait, walls are moving. Just for ease of play, of course.
So Florian now carefully positioning his chargers. And for those wondering, I'm just going to transition back to the overhead for a sec. So we have Chosen with the Lord charging the raids on the bottom over there. Now Florian was positioning... Step out. What's the combat going on over here? So this
that's
combat right here.
5 chosen and a lord and 5 rubrics.
5 chosen and a lord and 5 rubrics.
Yeah.
All right. And these raids are still locked with the Nurgling, or?
No, they're wide open and they've lost.
Oh, of course, Nurgling probably died in Florian's.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, it shouldn't be because.
They only lost 1 raid in the middle due to. Florian is now rolling to see what the Legionnaires are doing against the raids on the bottom right. It's a lot of dice.
A lot of dice.
Handful.
So, juking it out on the bottom now. 1 wraith dying from the Marines. And now the Master of Execution is gonna take a swing. Joseph just walked by. So, when he returns, I'm gonna ask him to give us a quick update from his perspective on what's happening on the table over yonder.
Little update from the other table. It's Dick's second turn, and indeed Joseph has charged a unit of regular 8-pound into the middle to take down some Nurglings, which he succeeded. And further, that's it. Just some cagey play. But now it's up to Dick. He's moving through walls, etc. Well, he might, but we're gonna find out.
Joseph, can you give us a quick update on your table?
Well, we're still 2-2. Yeah, come over there.
He's coming over, everybody.
Heb je camera's on there?
Nee.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're going to round 2. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Oh, 1 second. There's exciting stuff happening on
so
our,
the
on our
Master
stream
of
table.
Executioners went. He tried to kill the Technomancer into the raids on the bottom right with precision, but he rolled 3 5-ups for his feel no pain, so he's only down to 2 wounds. In other words,
an update later.
still alive, which is quite essential for this tar pit. And now to make it even worse, Rob is spending 2 CP to interrupt with his raids in the middle. 3 will strike into the rubrics and 2 will strike into the chosen. And yeah, we're just debating that Rob is still holding 2 objectives in the middle of the board, which means that he still has a something. He gets rerolls. Long story short. So all the raids are striking, hitting, rerolling, and by the looks of it, Florian is taking down some. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the rubric marines are killed out of 5.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I mean, with the damage 2 and the AP 1 or 2 from the raids, I mean,
and
totally
only 1
unexpected,
chosen though, but with 2 raids. And now the Technomancer into the last rubric. And he only took a wound, so he's still alive on a wound. Oh, I stand corrected.
Rob, was your power nexus active in the fight phase? Okay.
Last rubric marine is also
right. Okay. Yeah. So Rob was holding 2, so was
destroyed.
able to reroll his hits. As is of course his right with the new Necrons and his power nexus. The power nexus, I was just talking about it, that Rob was able to reroll his hit rolls because he was holding.
Yeah, the
this
power
objective
nexus is
and this one.
a great thing, and as Florian just stated, I completely did that charge wrong because if he charged differently with the rubrics, he could have taken the central objective on the left center objective. He could have taken that by just charging and then also negating the full rerolls of Ruubz.
Yeah, that's the important part with Necrons, I believe, at the minute. That especially when you're playing the power nexus, of course, or at least when you're playing the power nexus, to when you're engaging in combat, make sure to grab at least more than half the objectives where you're fighting.
And
otherwise,
now,
you're in for a bad time.
Now Florian is struggling with that Wraith unit because those are striking, rolling dice, rolling more dice.
Ooh. Ooh. Is that the Master of Executions fighting back?
No, this is Chosen and the Lord.
Oh, right, okay. So that's 1 Wraith gone.
It is feel no tar pit. Oh no, sorry, feel no pain tar pit.
Feel no tar pit pain.
Feel no tar pit. Yeah. Now the Chosen actually destroyed 3 raids and 1 is wounded, but still alive and still holding 2 central objectives.
The funny part about playing a knockout invitational tournament with 8 dudes is that 4 of the dudes who were playing in round 1 are now tentatively watching what's going on in the final 2 tables, of course. So there's a bit of an audience around the tables, which is quite nice. Joseph's doing nothing. Quick, let's grab Joseph.
On my way, I'm gonna tackle him. Or
cool, thank you.
Oh, is Joseph baiting again? Is he baiting? Dick is moving. Well, he moved.
Right, so
quite-
another Wraith
one,
bites the
two,
dust. So that is
three,
4 out of the
5.
6 from the unit in the middle.
5 war dogs moved out in the open in the center, or no man's land, and a few are still hidden and screening. Some Nurglings are falling back just to screen and block movement.
So Rob has lost 8 raids so far. Of course, they're about to stand back up, but there's 3 raids left in the bottom over here, and then just the one in the Cryptek in the middle. Now Florian's checking if he can fight on death with his berserkers again, but it's not allowed because he already fought with them. He activated them already, and now, of course, you cannot activate them twice, basically. Unfortunately.
Rays are striking back. Very curious what's going to happen since those legionnaires only have 2 wounds.
Guys, can you tell me if the audio drops in a second? Because I want to try and see if I can make Brian hear my mic to let him know that when he's over at the other table and I'm talking, that he picks it up, so we're not talking through each other.
Don't see a problem at all.
Alright, Brian, I'm gonna see if I can get you to hear us. This might be loud for a second. Can you now hear us? No? Alright, cool. How about now? How about now? No? Still no? Okay. Alright, didn't work. Never mind. I'm not gonna touch our equipment anymore because it usually tends to end up in no technical difficulties.
Yeah, we don't have any technical difficulties.
None. None.
Oh.
Alright, so Florian scored. Homer for another 3, so going up to 6. Brings him up to 6 primary, or secondary, sorry. And then Rob, in his turn 2, from what I gather, is scoring, I reckon 10. Brian's gonna find out, I believe.
Rob has 10 for primary on his second turn. Florian had 5, which he already put in. And I see another 5 and 3. Whatever that may be. It's probably his secondaries.
5 and 3?
Oh, secondary is only 3 for a second turn.
Sorry, Florian, you didn't deploy a teleport harm in turn 1? Okay, so 6.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, we good, we good.
On the second table, the Chaos Knights are actually just shooting a bit. Melter cannon here, melter cannon there, havoc launchers, etc., etc. Nothing special to mention.
Nothing special to mention on the other table? Bums.
Not yet, not yet.
Both players tentatively
Yeah.
trying to get the other one to make a mistake.
Turn to charge phase still needs to happen, so we're gonna find out.
Because yeah, Dick won the roll off, right? Dick won the roll off. Yeah. Let us know, guys. So we still have in the running Joseph with his World Eaters, Dick with his Chaos Knights, Rob with Necrons, and Florian with CSM. Who do you think will take the biscuit and go home with that Invitational Championship award? Also, do know that the last round will be Swiss system. Oh, sorry, yeah, the pairings will be Swiss.
Ooh, aggressive play by the Necrons, all moving forward. Actually, the raids on the bottom right fell back.
Raids don't have fallback and charge anymore, do they? No. Yeah, so the raids over here fell back. The Void Dragon is now moving in to make the lives of those chosen in that Master of Execution is a little bit more difficult. The Immortals on the bottom left are moving up. Oh, actually that Nurgling over here died from a fallback whilst being battle shocked, I suppose. Or maybe because he was just hemmed in. But those raids at least are now free to do what they want. Rob now moving forward his Nightbringer. Not a whole lot of targets to charge. Because Florian still has a Rhino over here filled with stuff. Then one over here. And keep in mind that he, of course, also still has a Forge Fiend in reserve. A Forge Fiend in reserve, right? Right, Nurglings and Deep Strike as well. I'm gonna grab a beverage. Will you keep these lovely people entertained?
So still movement phase, turn 2 by the Necrons. Bit by bit moving forward, but still keeping control of those middle objectives for those sweet rerolls. Army-wide. Because he has put Cryptex or Chronoptic all over the place. Helping quite a lot. Nightbringer still needs to move. Very curious what he's gonna do. If he is actually gonna yeet it into a Rhino. Luminar Saraz moved to the middle. Probably to take care of those chosen. Since he's a Cryptech himself, he also has full rerolls to hit. Shooting and in combat.
Marshals vandaag. Marshals zijn ingezet is 4 blast, systeem 2.
Shooting phase has just started over here, and as Florian pointed out, like, hey, keep in mind that there's a Nurgle this and a Nurgle that, so it can make certain Nurgle targets outside of 12 untargetable, or within 12 -1 to hit, which is very
So
nice.
small
Sportsmanship.
update from sorry,
Sorry?
I didn't hear what you said. The small update from the other table. Joseph lost 2 units of 8 bound so far,
Already?
and a Rhino, whereas Dick just lost 3 Nurglings. So
Ouch. Ouch.
he did say it were his 3 favorite Nurglings. I mean, they're Chris's Nurglings, so I get it.
Yeah. Some models need to die first, but
Gooi ik nu in de gaten samen.
Ja? Ja. Oké. De APB is nu 17. Dit is in blast. Geschoten. Hij is stilstaan, dus 3 is voor de wereld. Dit is een 2. Wie zei het? APB nemen ze. Wel een draad. De kleine deur ligt mist. Ja. Zo gaat het zelfs opschieten. En weer 3 schoten. Daar is 3 voor wereld.
So we're in the Necron shooting phase proper now. I think the Doom Canoptic War of the Worlds thing fired into these Marines over here and killed a couple. And now I think this was Zeras firing into them as well, killing another.
Hij schiet de Rhino.
And now the Nightbringer?
Ja, 1 schot.
Yeah, Nightbringer shooting into the Rhino, I believe.
Ik bedoelde meer zeg maar, op het moment dat je wapens toch anders te krijgen.
Oh, oké. En hoe lang hier zet? 3 doet? 6 schoten, raak 3 voor wereld. 6 in exploding. Mist, 6 hierbij. Next slide, moet opnieuw. Reroll 1, dus staat niet op objective. Staat niet op een objective, dus als je op object staat, dan komt het niet.
Oh ja, dat
Dat was de gaming met die Necrons. Dus 3 hè? 7, 8.
Brian is having a look on the other table to see if I misjudged how it's going, because from what I saw, Joe's on a little bit of a back foot, but I'm not 100% sure.
En hij charge hem.
En wat jammer nou, er is 1 amigo.
Twee beentjes van deze rest komen dan. Ja, ik dacht niet dan hoe dat gaat.
Yeah, so charges being made right now. Void Dragon going into the Chosen over here. Sarah is hoping to finish off these guys. And I think that is it.
Eerst met de syntax. Dan de syntax die attacks. Graag 3 is voor wereld. Succes.
Nether 11, I get you. I'm not 100% sure. I've never been the biggest Necron fan, so I'm kind of rooting for the Chaos Boys. Brian, do you have a favorite?
Necrons, actually. But yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
yeah. Jovis is our favorite, of course, but
yeah. But it doesn't look pretty. No.
I think losing 2 units of 8 bound this early in the game against the Chaos Knights is kind of a blow. And also because of the fact that he now lost the Rhino as well, so those what are they called? Havoc launchers or something? The ignore line of sight guns.
Did he lose his Rhino to that?
He lost his Rhino just now, yeah.
Oh, the Rhino's still on the table.
Oh, they told me that he lost it.
Oh.
Maybe I misheard.
Yeah.
Could be.
No, he lost his cheap unit Jackals.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
Jackals, Rhino, Rhino, Jackals. Almost sounds the same.
almost sounds the same.
Yeah.
Both animals.
Yeah. Is he interrupting? What?
I think Florian is hoping to get a. I think the Master of Executioners gives them fight first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not an interrupt. But Florian might be going for the Cryptek here, because he has Assassinate.
Yeah. But the Cryptek is not in combat anymore.
Sorry?
Cryptek is not in combat.
No, but with the pile he could get there.
Oh. Interesting play going on over here. And meanwhile, Rob is running his hand through his hair, pondering what's going on.
That's singular.
Singular hair.
Ja, je moet in combat komen. Maar
And I reckon Florian's doing the heroic challenge. Precision for
He actually
the
has
master.
precision from himself,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
So over here, the Master of Executions is now targeting the Cryptek.
He has precision built in his
precision built
axe
in.
of dismemberment
Okay, okay.
with devastating wounds.
Joyous. Phew.
Oh. Six
So the
devastating wounds and two saves now.
je moet 10
10
He
feel
needs
no
to do
pains for the
10
Cryptek.
feel no pains.
I wish him the best of luck.
Het gaat om hem tot hij dood is. Ja. Dan gaan die andere 6 zijn definitely al, hè? Ja. Dus maak ik toch wel 5. Dan gaan die definitely zo op de race. Ja. Dat vind ik net. Nee, want die spek 2. Kan niet, kan niet. Oké, eerst 2, right. Oké, is gewoon
So Cryptek's dead. Phil is first for Feel No Pains. And one more raid dies?
Yes.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. So that will take Florian up a notch in his Assassinate.
It's a great interrupt. Great interrupt right there.
So it brings him up to 4 on Assassinate for a total of 10 secondaries. Of course, I will update these scores to be more accurate at the end of the round. But I reckon in Florian's turn 3, like, Illuminator Xeros over here is right in front of this Rhino that's still full. And then we also have another Cryptek right here.
Yeah, he can score quite big in next turn on Assassinate.
I mean, those Catan are a real pain to deal with, of course.
Yeah. There's also still a character in Deep Strike, the one with all the pistols.
Thanks, CJ. Good to have you with us. Yeah, so there's one character still over here on the bottom. Then, of course, the Void Dragon, Illuminated Xerath, another Cryptek, Nightbringer, another Cryptek somewhere in this unit right here. And I think that's it. I mean, it's enough, right? It's plenty of characters for Florian to choose from. So there's 5 left on the table, 1 down already. Oh, and then there's still the Pistol Pete in reserve.
Exactly.
Those Super Saiyan Chaos Lords definitely do have tools. So on the Necron side so far, Rob has lost, let me count.
2 half units of raids.
8 raids.
2 times 4.
Yeah, so 2 times 4. So this unit down here is still on 2. This unit's on 2, but that still has the Cryptek, the top one, whereas the bottom one has lost it. And I think that's it.
And the Cryptek we just talked about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the Cryptek as well. And then Florian has lost his rubrics, I think, and then a couple of chosen here and there.
Yeah, one lord has lost his retinue of chosen in the middle.
Right. Oh, there's
a
still a lord right here?
Yeah. No, that's actually a single rubric next to the raids.
Oh, then with Xerath over here.
Yeah, that's a lord.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's a lord. But Xerath charged him, so I don't think that lord's long for this world.
No, he killed the chosen.
Oh, he survived, the lord did?
Yeah, the lord's still alive.
Nether will pass on the message to Florian after the game. Will do.
Yeah. And now
there's a Void Dragon.
Void Dragon. The combat
Dragon of
on
the
the bottom
Void.
right. The Void Dragon killed a few Legionnaires and the raids killed a few Legionnaires. But now the Void Dragon is not in combat anymore. And the Forge Fiends have clear line of sight.
Yeah, true. Although, I mean, 5 up, feel no pain, half damage.
Yeah, you need to start somewhere.
So, yeah, no, that's definitely true.
The Chaos Lord has hit Illuminar Seraz. He's down to 8 wounds. So
Just 1 wound.
Just a little dent.
Doink. At least the Lord's still around, I suppose.
Florian, we need to say hi from Netter, and he better not lose any more games. Netter?
Well, one of the upsides here is that if Florian loses this game, today he won't lose any more games.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about an elimination tournament. Yeah.
Glass is half full, right?
At Netter11, Florian says hi, but he is wondering who you are. Kind regards. Florian only scored 5 on primary in the 3rd turn.
Okay.
And he scored an assassinate in the 2nd, which you already marked down.
Yep.
And for Rob, in his 2nd turn, he engaged again and he deployed again.
Thank you. Again for 2 and 3, right?
Florian, it's from the Thousand Sun Discord. He says thanks and appreciates the support.
Actually, guys, I'm gonna remove the totals from the secondaries there, because I put my faith in all of you that you can add 6 and 4 and 4 and 6. Should be doable, right? If you get lost, just let me know and I'll calculate it for you. But this saves me updating more lines every time.
Just as a heads up, since a top-down camera doesn't show it, but if you see Florian's face, you would almost get a headache on how hard he is thinking right now.
Oh, Martijn, that's the beauty of this game. It takes 3 hours. I wouldn't consider that quick maths if you have to add 6 and 4. But you do you, buddy. If you need help, let us know. Yeah. We're here all night.
Oh, Rob is back. Rob is back. In full control. Yeah, well, in control of half of the objectives at least. Just a little update from the other table. It's bottom of turn 2. Joseph took behind enemy lines and secure no man's land. And he's actually in the lead. A 4-point difference to Dick. And I just spoke to Joseph and he's saying this is his push turn. So he's pushing forward with all the models he still has left. And by the looks of it, I'm hoping it is enough. Brian out on this update. Florian is doing a sideways car park file parkeren, as the Dutch would say, by blocking the road, because rhinos can go sideways nowadays.
Thinking, Brian, is there a cool way we can angle the cam to have a side view? Rob now taunting Florian a little bit, saying that his Void Dragon died today.
He's saying that we can't roll.
Fair enough. Shots being fired, left, right, and center. That's some nerd dissing right there, happening live on the tube of you.
Ik zeg van jij net zo goed gooien als Dobby wanneer je op een Void Dragon gaat schieten. Eén beurt en dan kan ook één beurt.
Rob, Martijn is asking, can raids not move through walls as they're beasts?
They can.
Oh yeah, they can. Okay. Yeah.
Due to the
Due to the cryptech.
these
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh. So Florian's two Forge Fiends now tag teaming the right flank of Rob.
You call it tag teaming? Or hugging each other?
Oh, whatever, man. Look at
Look at it.
pretty.
It's like, the game of Warhammer 40k is played in grim dark, as you can see. It's slightly dark.
It'll be fine.
And it's getting grim. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, since Brian is just bitching and moaning about the grim dark, I'll try and make it a little bit brighter.
Jongens, wil iemand gedag zeggen hoe succes wens aan de linkerkant voor Rob en rechts voor Florian?
So those bear hugging Forge Fiends now trying to take care of the I think the Void Dragon?
Something with devastating wounds, so...
Oh yeah, they have devastating wounds to
Oh.
overcharge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's the only thing it does when they overcharge, I think. It doesn't add damage or anything.
Man.
Alright, I'm gonna transition back to the top view.
Phew. Phew, phew.
So as you can see, there's now quite a lot of Marines right in front of that Void Dragon right there. There's also quite a lot of Marines that got out of a rhino over here. And then we still have this conglomerate of raids just chilling out in the top left corner. So we have a rhino on the top here, just making a little detour because they're playing search and destroy, so corners. So I think the long play here is to do that. I'm just gonna draw this, guys, because it's too much fun. Wait, I'll make it a happy journey for him. 1 sec. See? Happy journey for a rhino. For those of you wandering along with Florian, the Void Dragon still has 7 wounds remaining. That's what I said, 7. I can count. I must say, guys, despite the audio hiccup in the beginning, 0 technical difficulties today.
Well, the first difficulty was not technical, but. Okay, another topic.
Let's just say I spent about 5 hours in the car today.
Yeah, something with cameras.
Yeah.
And not being where they should
Who
be.
knew, right? That you need a camera to
Yeah.
stream something.
Oh, a camera to stream. Oh. Oh, there's a push of Chosen into the middle. And Warp Talents.
Florian's now in his charge phase.
Void Dragon is still left on 7 wounds after the
7
shooting phase.
wounds remaining. So I reckon both those Forge Fiends fired into it. But, I mean, there's... From what I can see, a full... Oh, no, that's... So there's a unit of Ruubz right here.
So...
And from what I gather, another unit of Chosen with a Master of Executions or a Lord tagging him.
It's meteen.
So Rob heroically intervened his Nightbringer.
So, just a little update, the Warp Talents charged first, then the Nightbringer heroically intervened. Then the Chosen charged into the raids as well.
This Rhino
so it's one big clusterfuck in the middle.
Yeah, Florian realized he should have charged this Rhino into the Night Lord. But he was in the understanding that heroically intervention happened at the end of the charge phase, so... Unfortunate. So also one of the reasons Florian charged the Void Dragon on the bottom is to contest the objective over here, making sure that Rob's not holding half or more of the objectives, which makes him lose his rerolls, of course, which is quite clutch, especially if you can see all the combats going on right here.
Yeah, the whole middle, like no man's land, is one big combat from one combat to another. Also on the top left, there's 2 rhinos now charging a unit of raids.
So this is one combat. I'll draw it out for you guys. There
Yeah.
you go. One massive combat happening right there.
Besides home base objective, everything is in combat. No way.
Being able to draw on the screen just takes me right back to high school.
Void Dragon lost a few wounds again, down to 4. And Florian is still swinging.
Ooh, it's getting close now for that Void Dragon. Down to...
Down to 2.
Ooh. Is there anything left to swing?
This is a butt clenching moment. By the looks of it, these are the regular legionnaires. So
One thing's for sure, Florian won't be farting because of how clenched his anus is.
no, I think it's Rob.
Two going through.
Down to 1 wound.
One wound, buddy. Doing what Necrons do best.
Guess what? Time to strike back.
Rob doing a little celebration dance, which seems to be appropriate, seeing the fact that this guy is alive on a wound. Was that the last wraith from the unit, Rob? Oh, there's still one left. So reanimation protocol saving that unit over there. Oh, there was still something left to drag. So that wraith is left on 3 wounds. Is Brian talking? No. Okay, cool. It's the one downside from Brian having a headset and being able to walk around the room. So of course it's great that he's able to report back on us to us what's happening on the other tables. I don't know when he's speaking, unless I attentively watch the screen that monitors his volume. So apologies in advance if we ever are speaking through one another. So that last wraith is left in a 2 wounds. So it's now the Warp Talons trying to finish off that last wraith in the Cryptech. Ruubz dice are just spinning like crazy. They're playing with the clock. So
If only we had a dice cam.
tomorrow we'll ask Rob back on stream, and you can all see his majestic dice rolling. Volume is gone all of a sudden. Might have to do with the fact that I'm leaning away from the mic a bit. CJ, has it improved already, or? Oh, that's okay.
Oh, a little update from the other table. Joseph took down 4 war dogs in a single turn, but there's still plenty left. So time for Dick to retaliate. But if we know more, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, sorry guys. For some reason, my mic went back to 100%, where it should be on 500. If correctly, you should be able to hear me again. Rob definitely throws like he means it. We'll try and get an interview with Rob over the weekend to see where he got his amazing dice rolling skills. So did the Cryptek die as well, Rob?
No,
Left on 1 wound, the Cryptek over here. That's just great. Just what you're hoping for when you're playing against Necrons with Assassinate. So we have a Void Dragon left on a wound. We have a Cryptek left on a wound. I think that Nightbringer suffered some wounds, but I can't.
Down to
read the
11.
dice. Down to 11. Oh, okay. So there's 2 things down to a wound and 1 thing down by a wound.
Saras is down to 5.
Saras is down to 5. All right. So chipping away.
Bit by bit, step by step.
Tip of the spear, edge of the knife, crack a ma. Dan zal ik zitten keihard in die microfoon te gillen omdat ik mijn bek verbrand.
Bezig moet je bezig. Hij mag voor mij stil blijven staan, dan kan ik hem één laten aanvallen. Vind ik ook goed.
I'm gonna mute the mic for a second, guys, because I'm about to eat something, and since we're on YouTube and not whatever that channel is called, where like people with fetishes for sounds and
Something food porn, food,
Yeah, whatever.
food gibberish, food
Whatever.
eating contest.
I'll spare you my sounds and details and
Okay.
schmecking.
Well, in the meantime, if there's any questions, I guess I'll answer them. Looks like a lot of chaos on the table, and the Necrons are actually slowly dying. No, it's better than Twitch. It's the original YouTube's.
Las hier heel even cocktail lezen.
Martijn, yes, I could help, but I'm not sure if that helps.
That's right. It's called ASMR. ASMR. Yeah. That's this weird thing people do on the internet. We're boomers, Brian. We don't get this, but it's this weird thing people do on the internet where they just have a mic and they chew stuff, or they rub their fingernails on like chalkboard and shit. People get off on it. You can make some bucks over there. It's the internet, man. If this channel fills, I know what I'm doing next.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna find a different job then.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Momentarily, I see a lot of dice being thrown, and I have no clue what's going on.
It's probably something with the combat in the middle.
Yeah, the never-ending combat of this mess in the middle. Oh, that's what it's called. Mess in the middle. That was actually all the combat done. It's Rob's turn.
Brian rightfully pointed out to me that I could have just typed mess in the middle on the screen. But this is more fun, Brian.
We're not here for fun.
At least I'll get my painting points for freehanding.
So the Void Dragon healed 3 wounds. Saras healed 3 wounds. No, sorry, 2 wounds. The Cryptek healed back to full. The Raids that got a wound healed back. So
Yeah, so the dust has settled on the fight phase, and Rob is now doing the mortal wounds. I think from the Nightbringer? No, wait. What's going on? Oh, this is Rob's movement phase now. Okay, yeah.
and he forgot the mortal wounds aura of the Nightbringer.
Yeah, so that's it. They did that in
Yeah.
retrospective. Yeah, okay, cool. So, from my estimation, Rob scored 10 primary.
I have 9 on deploy on.
Thank you.
And 4 still on necessity. Apparently one character is doing it.
Yeah, for those of you wondering, the Fortune of course came in over here, and the Nurglings deep struck over there. And it's now Rob's turn 3. So Pistol Pete has Pistol Pete somewhere, and I think Rob still has one destroyer in reserve. Yeah, so the Hexmark just came in over there. Right there. There. And the destroyer still needs to come in. Brian now going over to the other table to do another check-in. Of course, today is only high stakes. It's a knockout tournament. So we got about an hour left in this game. A little bit more, I think, but as we are in turn 3, I don't think that should be an issue.
Just a little update from the other
I
table.
think, having those 2 characters being left on 1 wound
Oh.
is of course really annoying, but we'll have to see if that swings the game.
As I was saying, a little update from the other table. Dick is taking the lead, and now is, as Dean pointed out earlier in his podcast, Karn on his own is now being havocked to death. Havocked by all the havoc launchers. They're just chipping away wound by wound. Joseph took down 4 of the war dogs, but now Dick is retaliating just by shooting. Combat still needs to start. And it looks painful. And a lot of board presence as well. Back to the other table.
So Nightbringer now shooting at those Rubric Marines in the middle over here. Because I can imagine that Rob was also a little bit worried about the fact that the Void Dragon, despite healing... Yeah, so the Void Dragon healed 3 wounds. Oh, CJ, sorry, no, I'm keeping track of rounds as in tournament rounds, because experience has taught me that if we try to keep track of the turn, that halfway through the game we usually forget, and then it just gets a little bit messy.
Yeah, the whole bottom of turn, top of turn,
Yeah.
battle round.
I might remove it altogether tomorrow, but we'll see.
I'm still flabbergasted by the fact that destroyers can be taken in units of 1.
Why?
The fact that you can have a single model as a unit. Just.
Yeah.
I thought it was always 3 to 6.
Nummer 3 is met voor Ruubz. En 6 symbol exploding. 2 erbij. En 5 nummer 4 voor once.
There you go, CJ. Clarity.
14 AK0.
So the Brian versus Joseph game was actually pretty close. Brian lost by
7 points.
7 points, but Joseph only had a rhino left on the table.
Yeah, a wounded rhino. Meh.
Brian's still bummed out about it. He's now
Yeah.
consoling himself with beers and bitterballen.
Yeah, lots of beers and a
Lots
few
of beers.
bitterballen.
If he would have won, he wouldn't have drunk any beer. Maybe just one.
What? No, I started drinking beer in the morning.
Yeah.
I think I still had 2 out of 3 whirlwinds left. I had both reapers left. I had 1 redemptor left. I had both thunderstrike speeders left. I only lost my scouts, a Calidus, and the whirlwind, and I
How
tried
many times did Angry Ron return?
twice, and I killed him 3 times.
Glorious.
Yeah. Yes, like I said before in my list analysis, I went for full destruction and I destroyed an army. But
Are you bringing the same list tomorrow?
yes,
Yeah,
so watch out there. Jochem will be the first, but let's see if I can crack open the tins that contain all the Chaos chosen goodies.
Yeah, fair enough. What deployment are you guys playing tomorrow? First round?
I have no clue.
All right. Neither do I.
Yeah.
We're well prepared for this weekend stream.
Some spicy stuff is happening. The Nightbringer is charging the Chaos Lord. He rolled a double 1.
And the Nightbringer fails charge?
No, probably not.
Do you guys need a third impartial party?
We're getting a slightly impartial party.
A,
You're calling over Root.
a little bitch stick?
Oh, I did make it.
Oh ho. Still an inch apart, eh? You roll a 2, you only move 2, you don't move like, hey.
Hammer and anvil, taken hold, and hidden supply, CJ said.
Oh, nice, I can do that. I'll just don't do the primary.
Because that worked so well for you today.
Yeah. It's called consistency is key.
Alright, yeah.
The boy can roll force.
Ik wil terug gaan.
Ja, mag.
Met 8. Dus einde van de vuist. Maar goede punten gezegd inderdaad. Twee AP2 en dan 2 keer 1 def. Dan 2 moves.
Doe eens over.
Daar lijkt het. Waar heb je nog meer van gezien?
Functional ability, dus hij hield aan het begin van de command phase en functional ability begin van de shoot phase.
Oké, ja.
Dus hij heeft 2 keer DPI gehield.
Ah ja, want hij heeft healed van hem gegeven. En damages. Dat is hem damages genoeg of niet?
Sorry?
Hij heeft 4 damages genoeg.
Nee, hij heeft 1 gehield. Hij deed 19 damage, mortal, geef hem handel. Doet je 1 damage, hield hij weer 1 punt.
Oké.
En begin van de phase gooit hij 3 op zijn heal. Gaat hij 4 5 geven. Geeft 1 op 5. Geeft 2 op.
Such a slaughter. Ooh. We're dragging down to 2 wounds again. He filled both his saves. Now CP reroll for the last wound. Makes it. And the Void Dragon's back down to 1 wound. Again. And guess what? He's gonna heal. Again. I would almost call it obnoxious, but hey.
Oh ja, want elke captain unit krijgt ja.
2 AP niet damage evil.
Op de legionairs.
Zo, extra text. Dit allemaal. 3 en 6. Eentje AP 1 damage. En dan mag je even free in.
Ik ga wel lethals.
Oh, de Legionnaires is Sarah.
Out of anxiety, his Rob is rubbing his hair again. I can tell you, there's not a lot of it. And Saras is down to 3 wounds. And down to 2 wounds. To answer the question about what game we're streaming tomorrow, actually we don't know yet. But I'll have a check with the TO if they have something in mind. One moment.
Geen vogel, met z'n tweeën. Daar steeds HPD. Let op je woorden af. Acht damage. 9 damage.
En die andere, de rest van
Het
deze
is altijd deze plus 2. Dus 8 damage op de lord en de rest van damage.
Okay, to answer your question, like any other person would, I'm gonna answer it with another question. What would you like to see on stream? Vote by majority or something. I know that my army is already next to the table, so hint, hint. But up to you guys.
We gaan raced. 3 race in die ene rij, nou die andere in die andere. 1, 2, 3. En 5. 1, 2, 4. You wounded Rhino. Stijgen. 2 op je voel. Top. Die valt op. Ja. 5 voor engage? Nee, 4 voor engage? Ja, 4 voor engage. 4 geweldig. Ja, ja, we doen er wel 2. Tenzij je faalt.
You really want to see more Rob? Really? You want to see more Rob? You've already seen Rob. Shop though, Shop. I'm gonna check with Shop if he's okay with that. Because of course people need to be okay to be on stream.
I'll have a look at the round 1 pairings, see if we have any other fun little matchups.
No, Shiroi, we have enough Rob.
I'm sure Rob will be back at some point because he scores so well on the table. This wasn't sarcastic, actually.
No.
I know that I'm known for my sarcastic comments, but
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times we will stream a game which is either very fun and enthusiastic or a game that's in the higher tier of the winners or something. So.
oh, Joey's playing Ron tomorrow, round 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty tense.
Good luck to Joey.
Yeah. I already told him, please, please.
Dan versus Shores might be a nice one.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Nah.
Nah. Although it will be entertaining.
It will be entertaining.
Is he bringing Whirlwind Willem?
I don't know. I cannot view the list because I'm not listed as a participant.
Jeez.
I know, right? Get your act together, Dean.
Let me see. Pairings. Shores is bringing Space Marines. Oh yeah, Blood Angels. And is Willem in the list? Did he make the cut? No.
Wait, he's playing Space Marines, but he didn't bring Willem?
No, he did not bring Willem the Whirlwind.
Well, then he's not being streamed.
No.
That's
This
it.
is
That settles it.
yes.
You're only allowed to be on stream if you have at least one Whirlwind in your Space Marine list. Does Lenny have a whirlwind in his list?
Lenny versus Peter. Oh, two beautiful painted armies.
Yeah, that might be a cool one.
Yeah. Scout, Calidus.
I think.
Scepter, Eradicator, Company Heroes, Centurions, Dressers. Again, no whirlwind.
Well, sucks to be him. No stream. No, we'll see. But I think
I
last
know
year.
a person that has 3 whirlwinds in his list.
Who would that be, Brian? Ugh. I think last year we also had Peter on stream either around 1 or 2. But you are right that those are 2 beautiful painted armies.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it over a beer tonight.
Yeah. And we also need to have permission, of course, from the players.
Yes.
If they want to.
I cannot imagine either of those guys would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P for engage, P for deploy.
Alright, so Rob scored 4 for engage, bringing up to a total of 8, and 4 for deploy, bringing him up to 10 over there. Florian, how many primary points did you score? 10. Alright. Yeah, so we're looking at a 33 to Florian to a 38 for Rob at the minute. And then, of course, Florian has already now scored his primary for round 4. But those assassinate points can, of course, rack up real quick in the later turns of the game.
Yeah. And
Still
with
in
later
it to win it.
turns, we actually mean right now, because there's no resurrection happening during Florian's turn.
Yeah, of course.
So this is the moment to hit, and hit hard. Yeah, Void Dragon got killed by a Rhino.
Rhino killed the Void Dragon, everybody. Takes 2 wounds for failing his Dark Pact, but a Rhino killing a Void Dragon.
Finally.
1 for the books.
Chipping off those last wounds.
See, this guys, this is why you bring Rhinos, no other reason.
Also, the Nightbringer stayed in combat. Well, actually, the Chaos Lord stayed in combat with the Nightbringer. Illuminar Saras is still down to 2 wounds. Not sure if like Rubric Marines have the grenade keyword, but we're gonna find out.
I'm sure they have. Well, I'm not sure, but I suspect they have the grenade keyword.
They actually don't.
Oh, they don't?
No, they're too slow.
Here's some sand in your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Some dust.
They just cough up all over you.
Yeah. But those few legionnaires that are next to him might have it. Oh, they're firing into him right now. Luminaire Saras is down to 1 wound. Florian is still firing. Ooh, saved. Again, Rhino into the 1 wound character. Oh, oh, spinning die. A single spinning die. It's a 5. 1 devastating wound. Okay, this time the Rhino did not kill.
Smoke schiet en charge vol. Dus mogen ze ook grenade. Dat gaat wel lukken.
So as I said, grenade into Illuminous Harass, not from the Ruubz, but from the Legionnaires. 3 mortal wounds, not a feel no pains. Dun, 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 dun. No, Illuminous Harass is also down. Not a
That's
character.
third character biting the dust over there. Wait, was he killed by Ruubz?
No, grenade from the Legionnaires.
Ah, okay. Otherwise, I would have made a funny there.
Yeah. Like we just said, Ruubz don't have the grenade keyword because they're slow and purposeful. What does this thingy do? Poof! Also the oh man, what's it called? The thing that has ectoplasma cannons that
Forge Fiend?
Forge Fiend fired into the Immortals, killing 6, and now the Legionnaires are charging those same Immortals, trying to finish off.
Yeah, so that's this immortal blob right here.
Yeah, and just as a heads up, you don't see it on camera, but there's a cryptech in the unit which is in the corner of the building.
Right there. Of course, if those Legionnaires do kill them, then for turn 5, I think Rob does need to get rid of them, because otherwise, of course, this lone destroyer won't be able to hold his home field objective, and even if that War of the World Walker goes back, I doubt that he has the OC to keep him away from it. Of course, Rob is claiming at his at the end of his turn 5, but still, that would pose a problem to his primary, I guess. This pile right here, guys, that's casualties. Nether 11, yeah, Florian did take first turn. That is correct. So they're now looking into, because there's one character that is not attached to a unit in there, in that combat over there, and then there's one dude behind the wall who is actually attached to the unit.
Yeah, but the unit is destroyed. So, but they're now both still in combat with the Legionnaires.
Right.
Yeah, so they can also both strike back. And being cryptex with full rerolls in their home base deployment.
What weapons do they have? Anything interesting in combat, or
I don't know.
so there's a chronomancer and something else in there. From the looks of it,
One legionnaire is already gone, and now the
yeah,
other
one legionnaire
cryptex
is
is
killed.
fighting 3 hits, 1 wound, AP something, and a legionnaire on a wound. So to answer your question, Ruben, no, their fighting skills are not that great.
All the rhinos are emptied out, so that rhino in the top left corner is just doing a great job of tar pitting those raids. Well, well,
No, it's not the other way around.
no.
And at Netter, to answer your question, yes, Florian was, he went first.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If Rob doesn't kill those legionnaires, they can not only threaten Rob's home objective, but they can also then, in Florian's last turn, do teleport homers in his deployment zone, of course.
Yeah.
So Florian this turn scored 3 for deploy, bringing him up to 12. But
Also, both cryptex on Rob's deployment zone or bottom corner, they fell back.
how many primary to Rob? 10 again.
Net zo'n crypto troll.
Brian is now doing Rob's job of clearing up the casualty pile.
Okay, I'm quickly gonna check at the other table. Be right back.
Perfect. Yeah, so last round is going to be tough. It really depends on what Rob is able to kill right now, because Florian still definitely has some units that can pack a punch. And with this objective, basically being cleared of Necrons, and there's still Forge Fiend there and a Master Executions, so those are still able to threaten some of Rob's characters and objectives.
Update from the other table with Dick with his Chaos Knights versus Joseph with Unga Bunga World Eaters. Dick has upped the lead with 20 points, and it's looking grim in the dark for the World Eaters. More units are being taken off the table bit by bit, and the army looks pretty depleted, although of course Angron can always come back, but I don't see the point anymore, to be honest. Dick even has a war dog in the deployment zone of Joseph, so gonna find out. I'll let you know in 10 minutes.
Into the Rhino, I suppose, because they're firing pistols over here. Not doing a single wound over there, not even with the Devos. The Destroyer trying to take down some of these Legionnaires over here. Killing one. Is there a character in that unit? Nope. No. Yeah, that unit in the top left of raids being tar pitted basically the entire game, first by those Nurglings and then by a couple of rhinos, that cost Rob a lot of resources in the end. Oh, this War of the World Walker is now, I think, trying to make a very brave charge into that Legionnaire. Well, I mean, he won't die, but it's it will tie him up. There's a slight discussion going on about the interaction with fuel no pains being granted to the unit of raids as long as the Cryptek is leading them, or Chronomancer. As the WTC FAQ might state that as soon as the raids die, the Chronomancer loses its feel no pain. Yeah, it seems to be the case, guys. Which seems very weird, because it should happen simultaneously, but apparently the WTC has FAQ that even in one activation... So... Alright, so Florian's going up by 4 points on Assassinate.
Hot takes right here.
Takes. Alright, it seems to be the ruling. Alright. So something to keep in mind for tomorrow, at least, for all you guys attending. When your character dies, or when the unit around him dies, in one activation...
No, it's due to the feel no pain giving to the unit.
But it's because of the leading of the unit, right?
Yeah, and he didn't lead anymore, but it was still in the same activation.
But then what would happen if you snipe the character out of the unit with the heroic challenge?
That's the other way around. I don't know. It's pending. One of the head judges is contacting a other head judge of a certain head judge. No. Yes, FAQs and FAQs and rulings and rulings.
Yeah. So just for you guys at home, this weekend, including this invitational tournament, we are using the WTC FAQ, which supersedes the regular G-Dubs FAQ, which in this case would apparently mean that the Chronomancer would lose its feel no pain as soon as the last Wraith dies. But everyone still has several mobile phones out to cross-reference and find as much information as possible. Brian is about to check the other table again.
Begin te veel kleine foutjes gemaakt.
Gaan we hier dan 5? Kijk, jij wordt een 4 op de deploy gedaan, hè?
So we're going into Florian's round 5. Rob, what did you score in your secondaries?
4 and 4.
4 and 4, so 12 and 14.
Het doesn't niet zeggen wat aanval
Het lijkt me dat het onder dezelfde vak zou vallen.
het gaat gelijk op de basis in één keer.
Ik ben het ook mee eens.
Ja.
Florian, 10 or 15 on the 10? All right.
You cannot... Oh wait, can I score 15?
I have no idea.
Einde van je laatste turn.
Ja, het is die hetzelfde.
Alright, so it's 10 per turn, and then there's an opportunity to score more primary at the end of the game, depending on how many objectives you hold. So yeah, that last Legionnaire was destroyed. See? Players being able to view the screen is actually quite nice.
Yeah, they also use it for their scores,
Yeah.
surprisingly, because they should be the ones giving the scores.
Well, at least they can check us on
Yeah.
filling in the correct scores, right? Which helps keeping everyone at home informed correctly.
Both armies now looking light on their feet with the amount of miniatures on the table.
Yeah, so Rob still has the Nightbringer over here, which of course is able to threaten a lot of Florian's assets. But again, I mean, if that Rhino over here survives this round of combat, then I don't know, man. It seems like, yeah, of course. I mean, those raids did gather up a lot of primary points, but seeing the fact that Florian now has quite a lot of utility units, like the Forge Fiend and the Master Executioners and Rhino as well, there's a lot of play for him still. And I don't think Rob will have that many assets to remove Florian's units from all of the objectives at the end of the game.
No. Although it's all now wounded units, tiny units.
That's definitely true, but I mean, yeah, so if that Nightbringer, Florian, I think, is hedging his bets on killing that Nightbringer this turn, because that will max his assassinate and remove what is probably the biggest threat to his objective claiming units right now. But that destroyer over here in the top, sneaking his way into Florian's deployment zone as well.
Yeah. It's essential for engage. And there was a Pistol
Yeah,
Pete.
What happened to Pistol Pete?
He's still there. Yeah, it's next to him.
Oh, he's right here.
He's in the Grimdark. Grimdark of the building.
Right.
Oh man, I'm looking at the new Krug models again. Oh,
Pretty sweet, right?
oh. My wallet. My poor wallet.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to sell at home that Crude belong to the Imperium, right?
No. No. Well, I could paint them turquoise like all my other
Right,
Imperium, so
right.
might get away with that.
Yeah, so these are the last couple of moves Florian's making in this game, and because it's still quite close in the score, it's very important that he doesn't make too many mistakes right now.
Dick is winning.
Yeah.
Yes. Although Joseph is still punching knights to the bottom with Angry Ron, but points-wise,
Do you happen to know what secondaries you went for?
Joseph went tactical.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
an
Dick
interesting
went
choice.
deploy and something else. Maybe assassinate or something. Need to double check.
A little bit surprised about that. Of course, I mean, Joseph by the end of the game has to count on having run out of units to do actions with.
Yeah.
But
I was surprised he didn't go deploy and bring it down.
Right? Yeah.
It's what I would do. But
you're a fixed kind of guy.
Yes, I'm very fixed.
Some cool terrain they're bringing up for Warcry as well.
Yeah, it's the head of a Slan Mage as a fallen temple thingy. Just going through some of the pictures of the previewed miniatures, and man.
Callus and Toll are also quite cool, man.
Who? What?
The Witch Hunter and
The 6 models.
Oh, is that 6? Oh, those are the ones Martin was talking about when he said those would be good for D&D.
The Saviors of Cinderfall.
Yeah, there you
go.
Those are some kick-ass models. I like the lady with the cat.
Yeah, crazy cat lady.
It's not really a cat though, because it doesn't have any hair, but...
Yeah. The rogue with the grapnel hook.
She's cool as well. I like the guy with the pistols.
Yeah.
Seems very inefficient, as it would take hours to reload those things, but whatever. Oh, and there's a dude wielding a lantern. Yeah, she is cool. What's she called again?
Kronseer. Yeah. Emo elf with wings.
Emo elf in need of a haircut.
Sculptor was probably not sufficient with his skills on sculpting faces. Just hang some hair in front of it.
Yeah, it is really close. I mean, the margin of points lead that Florian currently has, nothing to write home about, and it'll be iffy to hold on to that lead. And where, earlier in the game, the Void Dragon narrowly escaped death, even though Florian shot a lot of his units at it.
Now he's also road blocking the Nightbringer with a Rhino.
That's a smart play, definitely. I reckon it will also come down to the final objectives that they'll claim.
Yeah.
I think it's very clutch for Florian that Rhino on the top left survives. This guy right here. How many wounds is it left?
What guy?
The Rhino on the top left.
Top left. Down to 6.
Down to 6. But then the raids are hitting on 4.
Oh, this Rhino.
Ones, because I think Florian's holding more than half of the objectives over there.
Yeah.
So they're hitting on 4s and I'm winning on 5s. AP1. Yeah. It's tricky. Tricky.
Oh, the Rhino's charging the Nightbringer.
Rhino's doing a tank shock on the Nightbringer. How many wounds does he have left?
9.
9 wounds.
Down to 8.
Down to 8. It's not cutting it.
The MOE is also charging in.
Master
of
of
Executioners.
Or as Joseph lovingly calls him, Bele.
Yeah. Oh, another Rhino. Charging Pistol Pete.
compete with pistols.
Or as we say in Dutch, pistolenpaaltje.
Until what time does the round last?
Basically 7, but
7.
let's just have a complete together.
All right, yeah. We're going a little over time, guys, but it's fine. With only 2 tables being played, it's not really that much of an issue if we run a little late, fortunately. This is Florian's turn 5, yeah.
Both players having around 5 minutes left. Although we had an interruption by one of the judges with a ruling. So we'll see how it goes time-wise, but I think they should be good. If you hear a dog barking in the background, it's not Joseph doing his howl.
War dogs.
It's an actual dog.
So Master Executioner is dying from that Nightbringer. Rob did have to spend a CP on re-rolling the damage. But that Rhino is still hanging in there, so that does mean that the Nightbringer is being roadblocked for turn 5 for Rob, which could be big, but in my opinion it's still down to those raids whether they or not they can kill that Rhino. And here we go. It's just 2 wounds from the raid, so the Rhino will live. That is big, I think. You're shaking hands, guys.
I see a handshake.
So I reckon they're gonna talk out the last round of Ruubz. So Rob is gonna be able to score 10 at the end of his turn for his primary, and then 15 as well for holding 3. And then Florian is scoring an additional 10. But Rob is also gonna engage for 4 and then deploy for 4. Wait, what was he on? I think it was, there you go, 14 I think. And then Florian's gonna score another 10, so that brings him up to 20 in his round 5. But there you have it. Yeah, sorry, Nether. He's scoring 25 because he's scoring 10 at the end of his game, basically, and then 15 at the end of the game for the mission. Which brings him up to 25 because he will be holding this objective.
So it was a very close game all around, but in the end, the big swing resulting in a score of 94 to 83 or 77 for Florian. But
I think those raids can still move out to that objective to claim it, and then also claim this one.
yeah, so 83 to Florian and 94 for Rob.
So there you have it, 83 to 94, which means
Yeah.
it will be Rob in the finals.
Rob in the finals.
Versus our other Dutch.
A member of Wardice. What?
I assume Dick won his game.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna check for
Ron's
you.
gonna be right back. Oh yeah, sorry. I think I forgot to jot down 3 for Florian's deploy in the last round. This brings him up to 15. There you go.
Okay, just
So 81 to 55.
Joseph has 30 something in points and Dick has 70 something in points, so he already doubled up.
So it'll be Necron Overlord v Necron Overlord.
Yeah,
Even though one
let
of the
let
Overlords
the real
retired.
Necron Overlord win.
At least it's robots versus robots. Alright guys, we're gonna hop out of the stream for a sec. We'll be back with the finals game of tonight in about 30 minutes, I reckon. Hope to see you then. Otherwise, hope to see you tomorrow. And otherwise, enjoy your weekends, buddies.
And thank you for listening and watching.
Booyah.